Just another Electrify America sunset. Here we are, charging up in Newburgh, New York. And I thought I'd do a quick road video as a public service announcement, really. Just closing out the month. Electrify America has a suggestions period right now and going through to a deadline on the 14th of August 2020, which is for cycle 3 investment suggestions. So mostly locations for sites, areas that are underserved, what kind of charging you think needs to go in there, all this kind of stuff. But essentially you can put kind of plain text, open suggestions through to Electrify America for the cycle 3 investment, which I'll have to put the dates in the description. I'll also put the link down there. But it's a reminder that we talk a lot of the coffee and kilowatts discussion, and a lot of the stuff we talk about on the channel is based on Electrify America. You know, we've just done a trip over from Ohio and back again, so we're using them 80-90% of the time. So it's an important network. We know this, and a lot of people want to have their say, so this is your chance to do so. Cycle 3 is a couple of years away still. We're in cycle 2 of the investment right now. I think it's something along the lines of $500 million in investment that's going to go in, so it's per cycle obviously, and yeah, I'll put all the numbers down below, but really this is just a quick PSA for that. Other little tips we've picked up along the way whilst we're on the subject of Electrify America, who are approaching 500 stations, so they're quickly becoming, I think right now they're the second largest network, and with EVgo at 800, but not as well distributed nationally, they are pretty much the premier network if you're traveling long distance. So it's a good time to get those suggestions in. In terms of little tips and tricks that we found, in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, we had to start on we've learned to start on a separate station that we know gives us full power. If you start up your session, specifically in a Bolt EV, but pretty much in any EV, and aren't getting what you expect in terms of the power level, one of the stations there in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, we started up at 30 kilowatts. We should be getting 50-55 kilowatts when the Bolt EV is below 50%. So we switched stations. Took me a little while to realize, but it was one of those things where you don't want to interrupt the session, but if you're only getting 30 kilowatts when you should be getting 50, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and switching stations there helped us to get up to 50 kilowatts and shorten that session. So that's one thing. Always report the stations that aren't working in the app if you can. You can certainly put that on PlugShare, and I do believe they respond there. But one of the best ways to get their attention immediately is to pop you can go into the app, pop the station number into the report a problem field, and there's a space there for you to put whatever it is, whether it's reduced power, station's completely offline, mobile card reader doesn't work, all that stuff that can happen. Here in Newburgh, we've got 3 of the 4 stations online. Number 4 over there, or it's number 3 actually, isn't up and running. That's got the red lights. The other 3 seem to be working okay. Unfortunately, the reason we're taking this route, apart from a quick stop in Pennsylvania, is because all 3 of the stations that we would normally use on the upstate New York route on the New York Thruway are offline right now. They've been offline for a couple of weeks, and problematic, as I've reported a few times, for most of June, July. So summer travel along that New York Thruway route between Albany and Buffalo, it's about a 300-mile stretch, really not good at the moment. I know they're looking into that, but it's taken a long time to get that fixed, so fingers crossed for that to be fixed up soon. I know people are taking gas cars instead of their EV because of that, so it's something to really work on. It's strange that, because the equipment, there's the same manufacturer along the next stretch, which has almost 10 out of 10 at every station in Fredonia, New York, Erie, Pennsylvania, and Mentor, Ohio, I think, as well. So it's odd that those are being specifically along that stretch in Buffalo, Waterloo, and Herkimer, New York, that those are becoming problematic. But all this stuff is what we want to get back to the point of this video, which is the PSA. If you have any views on Electrify America at all, most importantly suggestions for places they need to look at for stations, please put your suggestions in via the link that I'll drop in the description. It's important stuff. It's a great opportunity to get your voice heard, and it's only going through to August the 14th, 2020, so now is the time. I'll give you a quick view of the sunset here, then I'll sign off. Again, this is a quick road report video, so none of the finesse and editing that I usually like to put here, but it's a nice view and we're getting a good charge. So I'll show you the view and then we'll sign off. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again in the next one.